Good morning. For today's practice, you'll want a wall. We're going to start with legs up the wall. You'll want a pillow, and you also might want a yoga strap or a TheraBand to put around your legs for legs up the wall. And if you have yoga blocks, as always, yoga blocks are great to have. And we'll start today's spa yoga practice laying on our back. And so to get into legs up the wall, it's easiest if you scooch your bum closer to the wall and then hoist your legs up. So it's not necessarily graceful, but it feels really good. So getting as close to the wall and then sliding legs up and then inchworm yourself closer. So your bum is basically touching the wall and the legs are resting against the wall, heels are resting against the wall. And you might have arms like a cactus to start here. So you're allowing the chest to just naturally open. We'll start with 3 deep breaths together. So inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Again, inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And just take a moment here, scanning awareness from your feet all the way down the legs into your low back, low belly. Scanning awareness along the spine, along the front of the torso. Feeling your shoulder blades, arms, hands heavy against the ground, back of the head heavy against the ground. Then again, come back to your breath, noticing the flow and the rhythm of each inhale and exhale. If it helps, you might inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 6 or 8. Feeling your body subtly letting go more and more with each exhale. Noticing if you can stay present to the literal support of the wall against your legs, against your heels. Feeling the literal support of the earth under your back, under your arms. Feeling totally held here as you soften into this moment, into each breath. Now, every time your mind wanders off to a familiar thought pattern or to-do list, soften the brow line, come back to your breath, scan awareness through your body. It is safe to be present. It is safe in this moment. It is safe in your body. And the offering for today's practice is, how do you describe bliss? And what does bliss feel like in your body? Just even thinking of the word bliss, what thoughts, memories, sensations become more known? What shifts? What do you begin to feel? One of my favorite quotes is by John Welwood. Forget about enlightenment. Sit down wherever you are and feel the wind singing in your veins. Feel the love, the longing, the fear in your bones. All of you is holy. You're already more and less than whatever you could know. Breathe out, touch in, let go. Breathe out, touch in, let go. So often we think of enlightenment and bliss or joy or happiness as a byproduct of something else, something that we experience from doing. In truth, it is within, and it really comes back to the remembrance of who we are, our beingness. Right here in this posture, all of you is holy. Right here in this posture, what does bliss feel like in your body? You might stay exactly as you are. You might reach your arms out wide. Sweep your hands up to the ceiling, so hands are over chest. And as you exhale, cross right arm in front and give yourself a hug, walking your hands to hold your opposite shoulders. You might even wrap your hands around and find your shoulder blades with your fingertips. And allow your elbows to get heavy here on your chest, relaxing your back, relaxing the arms in this little hug. And send breath into the upper back. Noticing a subtle release here. And the front of the body is more constricted in terms of breath or restricted in terms of breath. So keep sending the breath into the back of the body. And notice if your tendency is to furrow your brow line or tighten your jaw, can you relax the face? And now release the hands and reach your hands back up to the ceiling. Inhale here. As you exhale, cross left arm in front, give yourself a hug, again finding opposite shoulders. Allow elbows to be heavy towards the chest. And once more, send breath into the upper back. Just gently opening around the back of the heart, creating more space around the lungs as well. One more deep breath here. Release your hands, reach hands up to the ceiling again. And as you exhale, maybe relax them behind you. So they're relaxed as if you're reaching your hands towards the back wall. Begin to relax your arms down along the torso. Walk your feet down the wall slowly. And you'll carefully inchworm yourself back away from the wall so that your feet are still against the wall and your legs make a 90-degree angle with the wall. So you might need to roll to your side and then shift yourself back and lower back onto your back. And if you have anything around your legs, then just toss it to the side. And find your 90-degree angle with the legs. Give your knees a hug, gently rock side to side. You might place hands on each knee and draw some big circles with the knees. Noticing how the thigh bones are moving in your hip socket. And then going the other way. Nice big circles, noticing space created. And step your feet against the wall and then reach your feet and your hands up to the sky. Circle your wrists and your ankles. Just moving one way and then the other. Walk your feet back to the wall to your 90-degree angle stance and cross your right ankle over your left thigh and use your right hand to guide the right thigh, right knee away from the torso. Flexing through the right foot, keeping heavy through that left hip as well as the right, so you're not just torquing to the right side. Keep the left hip heavy as well. And send breaths and loves and gratitude into your right glute, right hip, right hamstrings. Taking one more breath here. And as you exhale, walk the left foot that's on the wall down the wall towards the ground. Allow your legs to lower over to the left and reach the right knee away from the torso towards the wall. So you're kind of in like the 90-degree angle we were just in. You just kind of roll all the way to the left. So you're a little bit of a twist, and you might hold the left hand around the right shin and draw the right knee away from the face. Or you can use the left hand to press the right thigh away, keeping that right foot on the ground and the left leg is on the ground. And then your right arm might reach out beside you to the right. You might bend the elbow and gaze to the right. Relaxing through the neck, breathing again into the right hip. Creating more space around the low back. And through the whole pelvis on this side. And I know this can be quite intense, so just notice where you can connect with the feeling of bliss in this shape. You don't have to force anything. You can always stay with your leg in figure 4 against the wall. Taking 2 more breaths right here. And gently unravel that side, roll back onto your back. Walk your feet back onto the wall and just pause for a moment. Notice how the right side feels to the left. And now cross your left ankle over the right thigh. And again, find your figure four shape against the wall. Keep the right hip heavy as well as the left. Notice if you have a tendency to arch your back at all. Keep the low back pressing against the mat. Breathing into the left hip, left hamstring. Using your left hand to guide the left thigh open, right hand on right thigh. Steady breaths here. Relax the face. Send another 2 deep breaths into the left hip. Slide the right foot down the wall. Allow the legs to lower to the right. Reach around with the right hand, hold the left shin and draw the left knee away from the torso. Reaching left arm out beside you, turn your gaze to the left. Maybe cactus that arm. And send breath and love and gratitude into the left hip, left leg, low back. And again, you can always use your right hand to gently press against the left leg if it's really, really tight. Or you might go back to your figure four shape against the wall and simply breathe into that a bit longer so you can see what's best for you right now. And again, within the potential intensity of this shape, where can you notice feelings of space, of softness, of bliss? Continuing to come back to your natural state of beingness. One more deep breath right here. Sigh it out. Release the left ankle, roll back onto your back. Reach your hands and feet up to the sky, draw circles again. Notice now potential space created, hug knees, the chest. Again, with hands on each knee, draw some circles with the knee. Noticing how this feels now compared to a few moments ago. And give yourself one hug here. And as you exhale, roll to your side. And just take a moment on your side. And as you feel ready, find your way to tabletop on your mat. So finding hands under shoulders, knees under hips, enjoying a few cycles of cat and cow. So as you inhale, shoulders shrug onto the back, lengthen the spine, offer the heart, lift the chin, tip tailbone. As you exhale, round the back, press the ground away, gaze down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, offer the heart. Exhale, round the back, gaze. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, round the back. Walk your hands over to the left. Keep your legs as they are. Inhale, offer the heart. Exhale, round the back. Draw hips towards heels. Come back through neutral. Shoulder blades glide on the back. Lift the chest. Exhale, round the back. Draw hips towards heels. One more time. Keep pressing into the right hand especially. And exhale, press into the right hand, draw the hips back. Come back to neutral, walk your hands back to center, make your way over to the left, opposite side with your hands. I'm now on the right side, so I don't know what I just said to you as the other side, so just do your opposite side. And as you inhale, offer the heart. As you exhale, round the back, hips towards heels, press into left hand. Come back to neutral, inhale, offer the heart. Exhale, hips to heels. Again, inhale, offer the heart. Exhale, round the back, press into left hand, hips towards heels. Come back to center. Walk your hands further forward. Keep your hips high. Lower forehead towards the mat. Find heart pose. Opening through the chest, opening through the armpits, resting forehead towards the mat. Take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, bring toes together, knees wide, and find your way into child's pose. Enjoying 2 more deep breaths here. And ripple yourself forward to tabletop. Slide the right foot back. Press your hands into the mat, hug belly to spine, reach out of the right heel. Notice if you're naturally rolling to the left, draw the left hip back, right hip forward so you're square. Keep pressing into your hand. Take another breath here. Inhale. Exhale, draw the heel back. And Notice if you're doing what I'm doing and really hyperextending through the elbows. Make sure that you are not doing that. So you might find a gentle bend in the elbows, working the eye of the elbow, the center crease of the elbow, so that it's kind of facing one another. Now lift your right heel, inhale. And as you exhale, step your right foot between your hands, come into a low lunge and sweep your hands up. Draw left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale here. As you exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Circle your hands forward and up. Catch your thumbs. Reach tall. And as you exhale, lean to the right. Keep scissoring your legs. Lean to the right and send breath into the left side of the body. Draw the left shoulder back. Maybe lunge a little deeper into the right knee. So really feeling a beautiful stretch from the left knee all the way up the left side of the body. Keep reaching your hands higher, resisting your thumbs to one another. Within this shape, what does it feel like to connect with bliss? What does bliss feel like? And come back to center, release the hands, look up. Exhale, bring hands inside the right foot, heel toe the right foot to the right, then into the right knee. You might inch your left knee back, coming up to finger pads. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, shift your hips back, straighten your right leg any amount. Take a deep breath here, inhale. Sigh it out, exhale. And gently sway your hips side to side. Just noticing how this feels for the whole right hip. And now bend back into the right knee. And gently sway maybe left to right, staying in more of this lizard lunge shape. Getting deeper into the right hip, right hamstring. You might keep scissoring the legs and stay up on your hands. You might turn your hands into fists if it's bothering your wrists. You might come down to forearms. Whatever feels good for you. Take one more breath here. Soften the jaw, soften the face. Begin to step back, make your way back to tabletop. Keep your hips high, walk your hands further forward and bring your forehead to the mat for heart pose one more time. Take one more deep breath here, sighing out as you exhale. Begin to find your way back to tabletop, hands under shoulders. Slide the left foot back. Reach out of the left heel. And again, notice what your tendency is here. So really draw right hip back, left hip forward, and then reach out of the left heel. And notice if you're just dumping in the low belly and dropping the low back. Can you hug in through the low belly and tuck your tailbone here, lengthening through the low back? And then notice if you're hyperextending elbows, having some active awareness in the arms. Take another breath here, breathing into your left calf. Sigh it out. Lift your left heel, inhale. And as you exhale, step left foot between your hands. Maybe inch right knee back a touch and sweep your hands up into your low lunge. Again, scissor the legs, left hip back now, right hip forward. Reach tall, inhale. As you exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Circle them forward and up. Hook your thumbs. Hook your thumbs. And reach and lean over to the left. Draw the right shoulder back. Feeling a stretch along the whole right side of the body. Notice if you're super serious, can you soften into the breath? Can you come back to this offering of bliss, of remembering that all of you is holy right now, nothing to do, nothing more to do. And come back to center, reach your hands up, inhale. Exhale, bring them inside your left foot, heel toe it over to the left. Bend into the left knee, maybe inch the right knee back a tiny bit more. Come to your finger pads, lift the chart, inhale. Exhale, shift hips back, straighten your left leg any amount. And again, notice is your tendency to automatically draw the left hip super far forward. Can you draw the left hip back, right hip forward? And then maybe sway hip side to side. Just notice what's going on in the left leg. And bend back into the left knee. Coming into this wider stance, longer stance of lizard pose, breathing into your left hip and hamstrings, feeling a release through right hip flexors. So you might be on your finger pad, you might be flat on your hands or in fists. You might come down to elbows. Relaxing the face and the jaw, softening shoulders a little bit. So much gets held in our hips, so send more cleansing breaths there with each exhale, creating more space, releasing whatever might be held there right now. And again, you might sway side to side, or forward and back, just taking another breath here, checking in. Beginning to lift your gaze, come back up to your hands if you're on forearms. And as you exhale, step left knee back to join right tabletop. And I'm going to just turn around to face the other way. Stay as you are. From tabletop here, we'll lower down to the belly. Bring hands under forehead for a moment. Rest head on hands. And just take a breath here. Notice whatever you notice. Begin to cactus your arms, lower left ear to the mat, gaze to the right, bend the right knee out to the right, and open the knee like a 90-degree angle. You can always slide your pillow or a blanket under the right knee. And you can adjust your arms as you need. So if it feels really uncomfortable, you can bring them closer to the body or further away. Just feel your whole body surrender into gravity in this shape. Again, connecting back with the offering of bliss. Noticing where you can sense and send more breath into your right hip, right leg. Perhaps feeling a release through the left side of the neck, left shoulder as well. Taking one more big breath here. Extend the right leg to join the left leg. Keep your arms as they are. And now reach your right leg up and over to the left. So you start to roll onto your left shoulder. And you can adjust your left arm so you can have it bent like a 90-degree angle, or you can extend it out long. And ideally, your right toes will reach and land on the ground behind you. So really getting into the left side of the chest right now, left shoulder. And if this feels super intense, then you can simply come back to resting head on hands on your tummy. And also you can control how deep you go in this shape. So if you're like, this feels too intense, then just ease off. Don't roll as much to the right. And there's a lot going on here. So again, where can you soften? It's easy to get really rigid in this shape. So can you find some softness? Sending one more breath into the left shoulder, left side of the chest. As you exhale, begin to unravel, lower back onto the belly, hands under forehead, and just pause in the middle. And just notice how one side feels to the other. Cactus the arms again, and this time gaze to the left. Bend the left knee out to the left, coming in to half frog on the left side. Breathing into the left inner thighs, left hip. Perhaps feeling a release through the right side of the neck, right shoulder. Again, you can always slide a pillow or blanket under the left knee if you need. Steady breaths in, steady breaths out. One more breath here. Exhale, let it go. And staying as you are with your gaze, extend your left leg out behind you. And now lift the left leg and roll towards that right side of the mat. Breathing into the breathing into the right side of the chest. Stepping the left foot on the mat behind you. You can always extend the right arm straight instead of having it bent like a 90-degree angle. The chest can get so tight from just everyday life and our posture. So really opening through the shoulders like this can feel really intense and also really good after. Enjoying another deep, deep breath here, flooding the right shoulder with so much breath. Exhale, let it go. And roll back onto the belly. Bring hands back under forehead, pause in the middle. You might bend the knees, feet towards your bum or towards the ceiling, and just loosely windshield wiper your feet side to side. And then extend legs long again and just pause for a moment, staying in prone here. Noticing how both sides feel. Enjoying another deep breath into the hips, into the back of the heart, into the neck and the shoulders. Exhale, sigh it out. Sliding hands under shoulders, tuck your toes, press up through tabletop. find your way through a cat and cow. Inhale, offer the heart. Exhale, round the back, hips to heels. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale, offer the heart to tailbone. Exhale, round the back, hips towards heel. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And just take another moment, toes together, knees wide. Find child's pose. Notice now how the shape feels. Relaxing bum to heels. You might reach your hands together in prayer, pointing fingertips towards the top of the mat. And you might reach your hands even further forward and then point fingers up to ceiling, inch your elbows closer together and close and further to the top of the mat. And as you exhale, drive the elbows down, point the fingertips to the ceiling. This creates more space through the shoulders and upper back as well, if you want it. And we'll extend the arms long in child's pose again. And before we make our way to seated and onto our back, we'll enjoy 3 hums together. So you'll breathe in through the nose, and as you exhale with lips gently closed, it'll just create a humming or a buzzing sound. And this is really great for vagal nerve stimulation and helping us activate more of the parasympathetic side of our nervous system. So enjoy a deep breath in. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Perhaps pause and just roll your forehead, your brow line side to side against your mat, helping to release any lingering mental tension in the forehead and the face. Come back through tabletop. Swivel around onto your bum. Give your legs a shake. And we'll make our way onto our back. And you might want to give yourself one final hug. And reach your hands and feet up again and just draw some circles. And place your feet on the mat, the width of the mat, arms like a cactus and loosely windshield wiper side to side. Allow legs to lower to the right, gaze to the left one more time. Big inhale, exhale here. And come back through center. Inhale and exhale, lower legs to left, gaze falls to the right. Take another big breath here. And exhale. And come back through center. You might extend legs out long, arms out long for your Savasana. You might prefer to slide your bolster or your pillow under your thighs if you're extending legs out long. And that can be really nice as an additional release for the hamstring. You might prefer to find supported bridge for a moment. Whatever you're feeling, whatever feels natural to your body, moving into that shape for a very brief Savasana together. And as you inhale, as we started, enjoy a deep breath in, drawing energy from the feet all the way to the top of the head. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Allowing your breath to flow in its natural rhythm. Allowing all effort to dissolve. And enjoying a few moments in stillness and silence together, absorbing all the beautiful benefits of the practice and surrendering to the feeling of bliss in your body in this moment. allowing your breath to deepen. Enjoying your biggest breath in and a sigh out. Again, scanning awareness through your body. Noticing how you feel now. Forget about enlightenment. Sit down wherever you are and feel the wind singing in your veins. Feel the love, the longing, the fear in your bones. All of you is holy. You're already more and less than whatever you can know. Breathe out, touch in, let go. Gently bow chin to chest, tuck chin in towards chest. Maybe bring a hand to heart and rest a hand on the ground. Take a moment here thanking yourself for practice today. Acknowledging all the ways your body and your breath support you in navigating life. Acknowledging the land that you're on, this amazing planet that sustains and connects all of us. May we continue to protect, respect, and honor this land, ourselves, and one another. And may we remember that bliss is not something outside of ourselves. It is accessed from pausing, tuning in, and connecting with our beingness in each moment. Walking your feet onto the mat if legs are extended. If you had a pillow under the thighs, move it out to the side. Carefully roll to one side. Just take a moment resting head on your bicep. And gently press yourself up towards Theta. And the practice is now complete.